Would help if I had my microphone on, as usual. Gonna carry on with a bit of Broken Sword this afternoon. Hope you've all had a good morning. 1 second, I'll just change my sound a little bit for you. Right, let's continue on. Oh, we already did this bit yesterday.
What the? Who's there?
Let's get out of here!
We'll let her play through.
And when I woke up, I was at the police station. Luckily, I managed to persuade Rosso I was innocent.
Poor Georges.
What a mess. I bungled the whole thing.
I don't think so. You made a pretty good job of distracting those two crooks.
Yeah, but the killer got away with the tripod.
No, he didn't. He's not the only one who can dress up in costume.
You mean it was you who stole the tripod? Oh, hell, Nico. I could have been shot.
Those dogs are more likely to shoot their own feet.
I just wish you'd told me your plans. We're supposed to be in this together. And how come you dressed up like a pantomime cat?
Don't sulk, Georgie, please.
Oh, rats. And don't call me Georgie.
Oh, I really thought you'd be pleased. After all, we've got the tripod.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, I had a visit from André Lobino.
Oh, yeah. I hope you didn't mind me giving him your address.
Not at all. It was lovely to see him again. He was over the moon when I showed him the manuscript. It's not often he gets that excited. He made a sketch of the knight's crest to take back to the museum. I believe he's identified the family who bear that crest.
I sure hope so.
Okay.
Let's take another look at them.
Okay.
There's a guy with a sword. Between them,
Look there, two guys.
there's a guy. But the reflection has 3 hit. The night through my...
Oh, yeah. Would help if we
Nothing
put
happened.
the gem on the tripod.
The gem fits perfectly, but what does that prove?
Maybe the tripod has to be in a certain location.
There's nothing on the manuscript to indicate where, though, is there? No way. That... Did I show you this map?
Huh? Oh, yeah.
This is the tool I used to get into the sewers.
Yes, you
Hey, Nico!
No chance, Buster.
No way. I showed you the...
Yes.
Do you want this?
See if she wants everything
No,
back.
you keep it.
Okay, so
Let's take another look at them.
do something on her.
There's a guy working on a loom. There's a guy with a sword. Between them, there's a woman, but the night through my...
Look at the...
Okay.
I'd better get back to the quest.
Oh, more for fun. Now, do I go to Mumsum? Cafe. Let's go to the museum.
Pardon me.
Oui, monsieur?
Do you know anything?
No, sir.
The sign up.
It does?
Yeah.
Most.
You don't know anything about.
No, I don't.
I just want to skip this bit.
But
Why don't you
I want to
you
speak
know,
to the other
I
guy.
never thought of that. Do you think? If I studied art.
At your age? Dream. Thanks.
Go speak to Andre.
Hi, Andre.
Hello, Georgie. Hey, I visited Nicole's apartment.
See if he knows
Yeah,
anything about the
she told
tripod,
me you
like the
came by.
location, maybe.
Ooh, quite a fine Georgie boy. I didn't expect anything quite so sexy.
I hope you're referring to the manuscript.
Well, we do, of course.
What did you make of the manuscript?
It dates from the time of the Crusades.
We guessed that from the Templar seal.
It's a story and pictures like a modern-day comic book.
What story does the manuscript tell?
I don't know. It was probably produced for
I
the
hope you're
tourist market.
good.
Tourists?
Oh, oui, pilgrims in their thousands on their way to Jerusalem. The tourist trade is nothing new, you know. It's been around for centuries. Ever since Joshua made a packet selling souvenir bricks from the walls of Jericho.
1 second.
Have you deciphered any of the images on the manuscript?
There's very little I can be sure about. The slang of the bull could be a reference to Mithras,
Who's he?
a Persian god, almost as popular as Christ at one time. The only thing I can be sure of is the knight. He's Spanish.
How can you tell that?
The writing on the shield, the reference to Ave Maria. No self-respecting knight from
What we've got
Northern
to try and
Europe
do is we've got
would
to try
have
and
borne a coat of
find
arms like that.
where the location where we need to put this tripod.
Can you identify the knight's coat of arms?
I already did, Georgie.
Ooh,
He's
okay.
a member of the De Vasconcelos family from the Costa Calida.
Were they famous?
No, they're not mentioned after the 15th century.
Oh.
The spotlight of history moved on. They are probably long dead.
Do you recognize...
No,
Okay, I'm not.
What do you make of...
it's the biggest gemstone. Where did you...
From Professor P...
Pigram? He's in Ireland.
Okay,
He
let's
was.
get this fixed up.
Yeah. Do you...
Shouldn't
No,
click on
you're-
it.
Do you know Pegram well?
Not really. I met him at a conference. I would have liked to talk.
When was this?
Oh,
Okay.
Thanks for your help, Andre.
you're welcome.
The glass case was intact, but the tripod had been replaced by a sign reading, "Exhibit temporarily removed."
Okay. I guess we're gonna have to go. Come on for some. Nah.
Excuse me, officer. What do you know about the Knights
No.
Templar?
Les Templars. Only that they were excommunicated in 1312 and hanged in their dozens within this very square.
Boy, what they teach in the police academy these days.
No, monsieur. I read it on that board over there.
Do you know what this is?
Aha! You Americans with your notorious nose candy. I read Hollywood Wives. I know all about it.
If you tried to sniff this stuff, you'd wall up your nostrils. It's plaster of Paris.
It is. Thank heaven. For one awful moment, I thought I might actually have to arrest somebody. Alors, the paperwork. You have no idea.
Okay.
Have you seen this man before?
No. Who is it?
I believe him to be an
I
international
dropped
assassin.
my bit of chocolate.
Oh.
Is that all you can say? Oh.
I did wonder if I should say that I believe you to be an international paranoiac, but it didn't seem polite.
Does this red nose mean anything to you?
Aha! A prosthetic nose. Very significant.
It is?
No, I am just having a little joke.
What do you make of this grease paint stained tissue?
Delightful. Would you like to see some of my used tissues?
Hell no.
Then please put yours away.
Would you like to shake? I stopped myself barely in time. Electrocuting a cop would not have been smart. They'd rebuild the Bastille just so they could throw me in and throw away the key. Do you know what this is?
It's a sewer key.
Yes, it is. Just check this out, because okay. 1 second, guys. Okay, that's better. Just trying to sort something out. I'm not getting my notifications for some reason. Morning, Casper. Hope you're good. I've just had to bring up my page thing.
Does this matchbook mean anything to you?
The pattern looks Middle Eastern.
Ooh, that could help. Middle Eastern.
Take a look at this.
Ah, an electrician.
What do you think of this?
A blood pressure sleeve.
Blood pressure.
Look at this gem. What do you think?
Cut glass.
Hiccups.
No, it's not. It's for real.
I
What
hope you've had a
kind
good
of
day.
madman would go around waving a priceless gem under people's noses?
So either it's glass or I'm mad? I didn't like to think about that for too long.
Okay.
What do you know about medieval ironmongery? Have a look at this little baby.
A tripod. What is it for?
You mean you don't know?
No, monsieur. Nor do you, I think.
Shouldn't you be off directing traffic or something?
You have seen the Parisian traffic, no?
Yeah, so?
I could direct the traffic. The most dangerous, the east side of Rome. Or I can sit here and enjoy the sun, the architecture, and the Sauvignon. Which would you choose?
Yeah, but I'm not a policeman. What happened to duty?
An excellent question, monsieur.
Okay.
I'll see you around.
Oui, monsieur. I'll be there.
I had no desire to talk to the crowd.
Look at the clown. See what the clown's doing.
Hey, you with the balls.
Oui?
He's a bit of a creepy fellow.
How did you learn to be a juggler?
Juggler? What is this juggler?
It's you. You juggle, that makes you a juggler.
No, I am a jongleur.
A
Jongleur.
jongleur? What's that?
Mon Dieu. A jongleur is an artist, a master of the contragravitic aeroballetic mysteries. in centuries past. The
He's a
courts
bit
of the
weird.
crowned heads of Europe.
I don't
and
like
the
clowns
jongleurs,
personally.
witty, erudite men to whom the monarchs turned in their hours of need.
Wait a minute, wait. Let me get this straight. Our enemies are at the borders, plague ravages the land, and the peasants are revolting. Thank God we've got Chuckles the Jongler to throw his balls around. I don't think so.
Is that his name? We ask him a load of stuff.
Have you seen this man before?
No.
Does this plaster interest you?
Well,
Forget it. Forget that I asked. Look, a red nose.
how you say, whoop-de-doo.
Does this grease paint mean anything to you?
It looks like one of mine, or at least another jongleur.
Or a clown?
Mais naturellement, a clown.
Hardly a breakthrough. It didn't seem right to fry somebody's palm when they make their living with their hands. This gadget is a sewer key.
I do not want it, thank you.
I wasn't
Well,
offering
I'm not
it to you.
selling it, I just wanted your opinion.
It is hardly my area of expertise.
Okay. Let's ask him
Does
about
this
this.
matchbook mean anything to you?
You smoke.
No, I don't.
In that case, it's
Hey,
nothing
they're
to me.
working now. Thank you for the like. Hope you're good.
Does
My
this lab
notifications
pass
haven't been
mean anything
working
to you?
for the first
You
bit of the
work in a
stream,
lab.
but they seem to be working
No,
now.
try again.
You steal lab passes.
No. Well, not as a habit. This was a special case. What do you think of this?
It is a medical device, oui?
Yes, it is. It's an blood pressure pump. I think.
Feast your
Not
eyes
remember.
on this.
Incroyable. Is it real?
I think so.
Some people believe that great gems always have curses upon them.
Oh, that's garbage. Although, now that I think about it, both of the people who had this before me disappeared in mysterious circumstances. And the guy who was supposed to get this was shot and then murdered in his hospital bed. Do you want it?
No, thank you.
I've got a
Finally,
medieval
the tripod.
tripod.
And my Uncle Claude has hemorrhoids. So what?
My cup's green, so it turns invisible. That's pretty cool.
That juggling doesn't look so difficult.
Oh, it does not, does it not? Perhaps you feel you could do better, no?
I'll give it a try.
Be my guest.
I had no idea what I was doing. But this guy was obviously an idiot, so how difficult could it be? A lot more difficult than I thought. That's how difficult. Still, it was my big chance to be derided by complete strangers.
Not so easy after all, is it?
No, I
Not too
guess
bad. You
not.
got a couple of throws in there.
Hi again.
Oui? What is it this time?
What do you know about the Knights
I haven't finished
Templar?
talking to you, mate.
Let's play. Ah, the last Grandmaster, Jacques Dumoulin, was born on an island in the Seine in 1314.
Wow. You're pretty well educated for a juggler.
No, monsieur. I read it on that board over there.
Ooh.
Look, a red...
Ah,
A
no.
for a moment, but fell down the pothole of abstraction. Catch you later.
Au revoir.
What's up there? Okay. Hold on. Both of these go that way. Yeah.
I didn't have time.
Go talk to this guy.
Excuse me, Father.
Pardon?
Do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Not at all, monsieur. It will be my pleasure to help you.
I was in Ireland recently and I brought back this plaster.
My sister brought back a shillelagh.
Shillelagh, what's that?
Have you seen this man before?
No, I have never seen him before.
I've got a red nose.
Oui, so you have.
There's grease paint on this tissue.
Oui, you are correct.
I thought about using, but I couldn't do that to a priest. I have here a sewer key.
Ah, oui?
No way. That is... What do you think of this?
A precious sleeve and valve? What should I think?
Never mind. How about this for a gem?
It is very beautiful, monsieur. And yet, I feel that there is an air of suffering about it.
I don't think he's wrong.
I've got a medieval tripod.
Monsieur, you are a walking treasure house.
How long have you worked here?
Hardly work, monsieur. This is a calling. I have been helping Father Flambert for nearly 6 months now.
Ooh, okay.
I guess you don't know much about the history of this church, then.
Just a little.
You've got quite a shine on that candlestick.
Ah, oui. Anything less than best would be an insult to the Almighty.
I guess so. I never thought of it like that.
Okay, let's ask
What do you
him
know
about
about
the
the
Templar.
Knights Templar?
You have come to the right place, if that is your interest. Many of them were executed in the square outside. It was a disgrace to France.
Well, the Pope was right behind it, though.
Clement V was a man of mammon, not of God.
That's kind of forthright for a priest, isn't it?
You think so? It is hard to be sure what happened. It is so long ago.
Okay.
Catch you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Right, what can we go and have a look at? Okay, we don't want to sit down. What's that over there? I want to go look over there and then work my way this way, I think.
A knight, there in the company of his fellows. Biblical references engraved into the tomb edge to guide his way to the next world. I guess.
Okay.
Somehow it looked more modern than its neighbor. I didn't recognize the biblical story in it. I was a Sunday school dropout.
Go look at this. I think that's all we can look at in here.
On the end of the staff was some kind of disc with a cross on it. Around the base of the disc was a hairline crack. A scroll was a symbol of scholarship. I knew that much. A scholarly knight. That rang a bell. A very Spanish bell. A stone knight lay in full stone armor, blank eyes looking at the ceiling. Carrying all that armor around must have been hard work. A stone knight. I wondered if this guy had died in combat.
Okay, right.
In comparison to its neighbor...
So, let's go back and look at this hairline crack.
A statue of a knight holding a staff and a scroll. The statue had any secrets. It was concealing them pretty well. Well, I could have just taken the end off the staff, but I wanted to be sure what I'd be getting out of vandalizing a church, other than deported.
Have I got anything? Right, let's speak to him again and just wonder, ask him about the window.
Hello again,
maybe?
Father.
Bonjour, monsieur. How pleasant to speak to you again.
Yeah.
I noticed that the stained glass window on the left looks more modern than the middle one.
You have a keen eye, monsieur. The original window was destroyed in the last war. It was as old as the church, early 14th century.
Oh, man, that's awful.
Oui, a terrible loss. Still, the church and the other windows survived.
Catch you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Okay, what are we going to do about this? Speak to these about it, maybe?
Hi again.
See if he knows anything.
Oui? What is it this...
No.
Catch
he
you later.
doesn't.
Au revoir.
Private police officer.
Hello again.
Hello again, monsieur.
No.
I'll see you around.
Oui.
Okay, Right, we can go DMS. See if Andre knows anything.
Hi, Andre.
Hello.
Thanks for your help, Andre.
You're well.
Okay. Let's go back to Nicole. Oh, okay. We were supposed to
Hello,
go back here.
George.
Is there something going on between you and Lavino?
What business is it of yours? We agreed all this. The clown, the Templars, strictly business, remember?
Yeah, but...
So get off my case.
Oh, alright.
I'd better get back to the quest.
Okay. Try the police station and talk to Mal.
Sergeant Moo?
Yes,
No.
I'd like to report an assault.
yes, monsieur. Where is the victim?
I'm the victim. I've been harassed by a pair of thugs.
I see. And where did this alleged assault take place?
Outside the Hotel Ubu. They stopped me as I was leaving and went through my pockets.
Could you describe the suspects, monsieur?
One looked like a gorilla, and the other looked like a weasel. Their names are Flap and Guido.
Bon. I'll get them this time.
See you later,
Okay. There's got to be something to do with months on.
Hello again, Father.
Bonjour, monsieur. How pleasant to speak to you again.
Oh.
Catch you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Okay.
On the end of the staff was some kind of disc with a cross on it. Around the base of the disc was a hairline crack.
Surely there's something.
Hello again, Father.
Bonjour, monsieur. How pleasant to speak to you again.
I noticed that the stain...
You have it was as a...
Oh.
Oui.
Catch you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Well, but I wanted to be sure what other than deport.
Okay.
A scroll.
Done these. Okay.
I didn't have time.
Let's go back outside and try that, what it's saying in the hints.
Hey.
Oui?
What do you know about...
On an island?
Wow.
No.
Look.
Ah, no.
For a moment, but felt... Does this grease...
You are...
Well, I was distracted. Caper. Catch you later. Excuse me, officer. Shouldn't you be off direct... Yeah.
Already asked him that, okay.
Does this red nose mean anything to you?
Ah, you are a clown.
Do I look like a clown?
No.
Fingers
Although
crossed
you
this is...
chuckle like one. Now, if I'd known you were a clown, it would have been amusing. And not a humiliation for you.
What do you mean?
Who ever heard of a plainclothes clown?
He had
Okay.
a point. So you're saying that if I juggle badly with a red nose, I'd be the king of comedy. But if I juggle badly without it...
You look like a pathetic loon. Oui, monsieur. You have it.
Right, okay.
I'll see you around.
Oui.
Now we're going to ask him if we can juggle again. Okay.
Hi again.
Oui?
I'd like to have another try at juggling, please.
You have gone on a crash course, perhaps?
No, I just had an insight into presentation.
Huh?
Allow me to demonstrate. The balls, please.
If you insist on completing your humiliation, monsieur.
Okay, now for my secret weapon. The juggler was speechless with rage. You could have mistaken him for a mime. And without a word, he collected his balls and left in a fury. Hey! You forgot one of your balls! Hey! But he didn't hear. Better still, deprived of his entertainment, the gendarme decided maybe he ought to do some policing for a change.
I think we're going to go down into the sewer. I think. Yeah, we are. Ooh.
If I wanted to get deeper into these catacombs, if the near...
Gonna have a look at these then, shall we?
The wall had flaked, and anything once written on it had long since gone. The inscription was hard to read, but I made out Templier and something about innocence. My medieval French isn't much, but the few words I understood seemed to say, maybe.
Do that. Maybe. Okay.
It was time for some brutal destruction.
Oh, it worked.
Hey! I'd poked a hole. If any archaeologists came by, they'd lynch me for this. There was some sort of mechanism hidden inside the wall, with a lever in the middle of it. Here goes. The secret door had jammed.
We use that.
I'd pulled the lever right over.
Okay. Ooh, that. Oh, okay. Right. Now, attach that to that. Who knows? I wanna know what's behind there now.
In the beginning was the end.
An end wrought by our enemies began our darkness.
In the end will be a beginning.
An end to our enemies heralds our new day.
Report. The military establishments are in flux. The end of the Cold War has left them with no clear goal and as obvious targets for budgetary cuts. We have successfully promoted a sense of betrayal in the upper echelons. They feel that the politicians have cast them adrift. The pattern is emerging. Our time is now.
Good. Mademoiselle?
Governments are giving the corporations more respect than their own citizens. A groundswell of dissatisfaction and dissidence is growing. The corporations are becoming too large and complex for their own executives to control them. A blind belief in market forces is accelerating this trend the world over. The pattern is emerging. Our time is now.
The global population's belief in those that govern it has never been lower. We have inculcated a sense of immediacy and action over forethought and planning in all the major governments. They are acting on hasty decisions that cannot be completed or revoked without appearing foolish. The pattern is emerging. Our time is now.
Excellent. The tired old governments are dying a slow death from their own incompetence and our machinations. Professor, where is the broken sword?
As we discussed last time, with the loss of the manuscript, our search is as a corollary hindered.
And as discussed last time, you have been furnished with a dramatically increased budget. What have you been doing with our money, Professor?
We are working on the principle that the Templars, that is to say our predecessors,
Hold on. These are the Templars?
must have left a trail when they were hiding the clues to the sword of Baphomet's location.
Okay,
I
so
have a small
Baphomet.
army of historians and archaeologists ferreting out that trail.
I trust these historians and archaeologists are more trustworthy than your friend Pegram.
Pegram was loyal. He tried to protect the Lochmarn gem when the Hashashin came near.
And failed.
Okay.
And don't call that Syrian maniac the Hashashin. He's an assassin. Plain and simple.
That's not what he believes. He actually thinks.
Silence! Do I have to remind you that we have a sacred duty? A trust? When Philippe attempted to destroy the Order, we lost the sword and our power with it. Now we have the opportunity to reforge it. But time is short. We need results. Not petty bickering. Not excuses. Now, Professor Baphomet.
Yes, of course. My apologies. We will find Baphomet and the sword, manuscript or no. We have already found another element actually within Paris.
Ooh, what's that?
Excellent. What is it?
Well, we're not exactly sure at present.
Ha!
But I have my best people working on it. You would do well not to criticize others, Eklund. At least I have not murdered one of our own.
Of course. That guy was the bogus doctor in the hospital.
Marquet was a liability. Eklund dealt with him on my orders.
I beg your pardon, Grandmaster. I did not mean to.
Have you any good news for us, Professor?
We already know 3 of the elements. We know that Klausner had obtained the lens before he vanished.
Where was he?
Syria. We know that he arrived, but after that, nothing.
The assassin.
I fear so. It's a shame. Klausner was a good operative.
This will be our last meeting in person until we locate the sword of Baphomet. I hope that I don't need to emphasize the importance of finding it.
So,
Without
looking for a
it,
sword,
our endeavors
obviously.
come to nothing. With the sword reforged, we will have the power to sweep the stage of all opposition. The next time that we meet, it will be to become the princess of this world.
Wow.
Okay, there they go. So we've now got to try and find it before them, I take it. Down there now.
There was a large circle marked out on the floor with a stump in the middle. Around the circle I could see words inlaid into the stone. On the circle's circumference were the Templar seal and 2 Latin phrases, Non omnis moriar and Clarior e tenebris. I shall not die completely, the brighter from the darkness.
I think we've got to do 3 holes there.
The tripod's feet fitted neatly into the notches on the top of the stump. The light, falling from above, struck the gem and scattered in 5 neat rays. And each ray picked out a letter. Starting from the left, I could read M-A-R-I-B. Marib. Now all I had to do was figure out what the heck that meant.
You take the tripod with us?
Nico, I've seen them.
Who?
The Templars. I spied on their meeting in the catacombs.
And you saw the Knights Templar?
I saw a bunch of guys masquerading as Templars. They're after something called the Sword of Baphomet. The bogus doctor was there, the guy who killed Marquet. The manuscript is the key, just as we thought. It shows the way to the broken sword, whatever that is.
And how does the assassin fit into all this?
He's out to stop them. These Neo-Templars, they're men and women in influential positions. Don't you see? Plantar was one of them. The assassin killed him for the manuscript.
Why, he was murdered.
To stop them finding the sword.
But now we have got the manuscript.
Yes.
So, how do they hope to find the sword?
I don't know. They said something about a lens and a guy called Klausner who's gone to Syria. But they didn't seem to realize the significance of the very site of their meeting. You see, after they'd gone, I discovered a stone pedestal and a carved inscription. I set up the gem on the tripod, directly below a beam of light. The gem split the beam and lit the letters M-A-R-I-B.
Marib is a village in Syria.
Then the Neo-Templars are ahead of us.
Okay, so looks like
Klausner beat me to it.
You're not thinking of going there yourself, are you?
Why not?
These guys are crazy and dangerous. That reminds me, you should leave the gem here.
Okay, what about the tripod?
I'll send it back to Andre, anonymously.
Just how long have you known Labano?
Andre? We met at college. He helped me out when I was a fresher. Showed me around, that sort of thing.
You never told me that before. I thought he was just a working acquaintance.
So he is. I rarely see him these days. You know, he hasn't changed much. A little lesser at the front, perhaps. I'd forgotten how much fun he could be.
Okay.
No way.
Ball. I didn't realise I'd pick that up.
Do you think I should go to Marib?
Syria is a long way, Georges.
Looks like we're going to Syria. That is a long way. Let's go. Okay.
Hey there, young fella. Speak you the English? Speak you the Anglais? Parlez-vous anglais?
Yes, si, and indeed oui, and rather better than you by the sound of it. My name is Nijo. Welcome to my grand emporium of quality merchandise.
So, this is your stand?
Oh, yes, sir. Though stand does not begin to do it justice. The finest in this bustling metropolis.
This is a bustling metropolis?
Well, not per se, no.
How much are those books there on the shelf?
Have you any Syrian pounds?
I think I might have a couple of Irish pund.
Then they're too expensive for you, sir.
You speak very good English.
Thank you, sir. I learned from tapes that my uncle procured.
Oh, a language course.
No, sir. Jeeves and Wooster. Cassie, Fink, Noto, Aunt Agatha. What ho?
Does the word Templar mean anything to you?
Templar. Ah, Templar. Templar! Why, Yes, of course.
It does?
Nice.
Yes. A splendid series of books by Mr. Leslie Chatteris, featuring the roguish Mr. Simon Templar.
Great. That's a real help, Nijo.
Wrong type
Anything
of
else?
Templar.
The Saint television program, featuring Mr. Roger Moore of the quizzical eyebrow, and a stick man with a halo. Bing!
Okay.
So all Templar means to you is Roger Moore.
I only watched it for the stick man with the halo. Bing! He was better animated.
This plaster was very useful in Ireland.
Really? Your fund of travelers' tales never ceases to enthrall me.
Have you seen this man before?
No, sir. I'm glad to say. Cold eyes.
Yes, very cold eyes. He killed someone at
What do you
the
make of
beginning
this?
Game.
A man-sized double-ply tissue stained with Bestheimer's number 12 white pancake grease paint. Apparently.
Wow. Clever.
Here, shake hands, Nijo.
I'd rather not, sir.
Ah, no one wants to shake my
Look
hand
at
in
this. A lifting key as used by Parisian sewer workers.
Kaloo Kalay, sir. I must remember this day for posterity. My grandchildren will be fascinated.
What do you make of this?
Well, beyond the obvious, very little. That pattern seems very familiar, though.
That pattern seems
Do you know the name
familiar.
Merlin?
Okay.
I'm afraid not, old bean.
What can I do with a blood pressure gauge?
Don't tempt me to tell you, sir.
What do you think of this, eh?
Oh, sir, what a splendid plaything. One day, when I am rich, I am going to build a world-renowned collection of brightly colored balls.
Are you serious?
In deadly earnest. People will come from far and wide to see my
Yes.
collection. The Rockefellers and the Gettys can keep their hordes of so-called fine art. But answer me this. What good is a Picasso, I ask you, if you cannot bounce it off a wall?
You may have a point.
Thank you for the like, Hilda. Hope you're good.
Seriously, do you really think this thing's so great?
Take it away, you tempter.
I'll swap it for something else.
Due to seasonal financial considerations, I'm afraid I cannot.
I thought you wanted this thing.
I do, sir. The stand doesn't.
Which in translation meant it's not really my stand, and I'll be in big trouble if I swap anything for something that I want myself.
Alternatively, is there any service that you require?
Not at the moment, but...
Okay.
So, I'm...
Well, there was the Order of Knights who were wiped out in an Inquisition in
There we go. They're the
1312,
Templars we're on about.
That's them. What else do you know?
Just how much information do you think there is on a Trivial Pursuit card?
A what?
From the medieval edition.
Thought he was actually
We
going to tell
had
us
it on
something.
the stand a couple of years ago. Ask me what a feuter is. Go on. I know all this stuff.
Never mind.
Okay.
Okay, forget about the Templars for a minute. What do you know about knights?
Like the Crusaders, they came to the East on an insane and pointless mission. They sacrificed thousands of lives, including their own, for insensate pride. How anyone can find them romantic confounds me.
Okay, I think we're done
So long,
talking to
Nijo.
him now. Have a look at
I
his
hadn't
stand.
come all this way to seek out curios.
Ooh. Ah. Nope. Yes, let's talk to this girl. Well, it's Pearl. We met Pearl in the second one, but this is where we originally meet her.
Hello. I was wondering whether you could help me.
Why, hi there, handsome. What can I do for you?
Hi, my name's George. I was just...
Well, it certainly is delightful to meet you, George.
I was...
My name's Mrs. Henderson, but you can call me Pearl, I'm sure.
Okay, Pearl. I was...
So nice to meet a friendly American face so far from home.
Pearl?
Yes, dear?
I was just wondering if you could help me.
Why, sure, precious.
Okay, we got a lot to talk about.
I've got some
our
plaster of
items
Paris.
first.
That's nice, dear.
Have you seen this man before?
No. A friend of yours?
No, not really. What do you make of this grease paint stained tissue?
Oh, it's grease paint. I thought somebody had gaudy taste in makeup.
I liked her too much to zap her with the buzzer. Do you know what this is?
Lord, no. It looks painful, though.
It's a sewer key.
Who'd want to break into a sewer?
You'd be surprised.
Does this matchbook mean anything to you?
You're a philomenist?
Don't they have secret handshakes?
Oh, George, now you're teasing.
Have you ever heard of anybody calling himself Merlin?
Merlin?
No, Merlin. Merlin. There's an O in there.
Moulin?
You haven't, have you?
No, darling. No Moulins.
What do you think of this?
Oh, looks scientific. It's a blood pressure thing, isn't it?
What does this mean to you?
Gosh, is this some sort of psychological test?
No.
Oh, well in that case it's a red ball.
Have you ever heard of a group of knights called the Templars?
Sounds familiar. I remember. Dwayne had a book. The Holy Something and the Holy Something Else, I can't quite recall. I read a little of it.
And?
Seemed like a lot of hooey to me.
So, tell me a little about yourself, Pearl.
Me? Oh, a gentleman's interest is always so flattering. Well, my husband and I run a greetings card company in a cute little place called Akron in Ohio.
Akron?
Akron? Cute? Little? Is your husband around, Pearl?
Well, as a matter of fact, yes, he is. Sorry to disappoint you.
Have you talked to the boy on the bric-a-brac stand?
Oh, you've met him? His name's Nejo, you know. Oh, he's just so cute, I could die. I'd love to bundle him up and take him back to Ohio.
He might not thank you.
I'm looking for something ancient, you know.
Ooh,
something to impress the folks back home. The poor boy was trying to do his best, but we still haven't found anything.
Do you know anything about medieval weaving?
I do a little needlework, but gosh.
It's okay. It was a long shot.
Right.
I've got to go now, Pearl.
It's been a pleasure, George. Don't be a stranger.
Hopefully we'll meet again.
How did this guy make a living selling useless old machine parts in the middle of nowhere? The stand was hawking ancient...
Let's speak to Dwayne.
Hi, I was wondering whether you could help me.
Why, sure, son. Always got time for a fellow American. The name's Henderson. Dwayne Henderson.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. Henderson.
Hell, boy, I'm not in the office. Call me Dwayne.
Oh, okay. Dwayne? My name's George Stobart. Look, I've got some plaster of Paris.
Yeah, and I've got a picture of me shaking hands with George Bush. Of course, that was back in '76.
Okie dokie then.
Have you seen this man before?
Maybe. Where'd you get it?
I just picked it up somewhere.
Sure. I'm always picking up photos of complete strangers and then asking around.
Ow! Damn it!
There. I've got another picture of a complete stranger. Maybe I'll ask around about this one.
What do you think of this grease paint stained tissue?
You've been hanging around with actors?
Shake hands, Dwayne.
Why?
Just being friendly.
Let's just be friendly by keeping our hands to ourselves.
Someone's gonna let us shake hands with him soon. It's gotta be.
What do you make of this?
A manhole lifting key. So?
Hey, how come you recognize it?
Hey, how come you're carrying it?
Yeah, well, let's just drop the subject, shall we? Does this matchbook mean anything to you?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
Do you know the name Merlin?
Nope.
What do you think of this?
A blood pressure gauge? Why in blue blazes are you carrying that?
I'm carrying it for a friend. What do you think of this?
It's a ball.
Right.
Big deal.
I saw a medieval picture of a woman. Royalty or nobility, something like that. She was looking in a mirror, but the reflection was of a man with 3 faces. What do you think of that?
I think you should be in therapy.
Oh, I was hoping you might be able to tell me something on that one.
Do you think bulls have any significance around here?
Weird question, George. Nope, I don't think they have.
I'd say
Do you
that's more
mind
of
if
a
I ask
Spanish
you an
thing.
odd question?
Okay, but I might not answer it.
Do you know anything about the Templars?
The Knights Templar?
Yep.
Nope. Nothing at all.
Well, you knew they were an order of knights.
What I know and what I say are 2 different things.
Okay, he's
boy.
being shady now.
I haven't lasted as long as I have in this business without knowing that.
In this business?
Sure. The greetings card business.
Oh, please. You're a long way from home, Dwayne.
Could say the same about you, George.
Me? Well, I'm just sightseeing, that's all.
Without a camera? Kinda lax to come all this way and not take pictures. Mind if I take a picture of you, George?
What? Why?
You already did. That's the second
Ow!
picture he's took.
You could have warned me.
You don't mind, do you, George? The folks back home will be real interested.
What exactly do you do, Dwayne?
Didn't I say? Oh, I run a greeting card company. Yep, we're based in Cleveland, Ohio.
Cleveland? Pearl said you're in Akron.
What was that?
Nothing. Just thinking out loud. Have you talked to Nijo?
Nijo? He's the youngster on that junk stand, right? Yeah, we've met him. He's a smart kid. Speaks 4 languages, and he's never had a day's formal education. He should go far. Kept trying to peddle garbage on us, though.
You're not going to find much worthwhile around here.
I know that, and you know that. But try telling Pearl. She reckons there's antiquities in them there stands.
Does the image of a knight holding a crystal ball mean anything to you?
Hell no. What would a knight want with a hunk of glass?
I don't know. That's the problem.
What's wrong, boy?
It's not a crystal ball. It all came together in my head. What the conspirators had mentioned losing. The strange perspective of the manuscript. It's a lens. Where is your wife, Dwayne?
Pearl? Oh, she's around, looking for bargains.
How long have you been married, Dwayne?
Hell, must be 30 years now.
Okay, well, I'll see you around, Dwayne.
Count on it, George.
I speak to Pearl, I think.
Hello again, Pearl.
Why, hello, George. It's such a pleasure
Now
to
we've got
see
to try and
you
find
again.
a lens.
You said that your company is based in Akron.
And Dwayne said it's in Cleveland, no doubt.
Well, yes, he did.
Dwayne was in the Marines in Vietnam, you know. Anyway, he got a medical discharge. Thing is, he gets confused. We moved away from Cleveland 5 years ago.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean...
He also gets a little paranoid. Thinks he's a spy or something.
I'm so sorry, Pearl.
Don't worry yourself, George. We live with it.
I've got to go now, Pearl.
It's been a pleasure, George.
Let's try to speak to Dwayne.
Hi there, Dwayne.
Hi.
Right, yeah, it's
Okay.
definitely enough to say to him. Right, let's go speak to this guy.
In the still air, the smell... Hi, what's your name, sir?
Hello, you buy kebab.
What do you make of this?
You buy kebab.
What do you think of this?
Buy kebab?
Well, goodbye. Have a nice day.
Most good.
Okay, let's go and have a look. This guy looks a bit shady. Like a bit of a creep.
Muruba! Hello, sir!
Does this mean anything to you?
Yes, carpets, yes.
Does this mean anything?
Yes.
Right, one more.
What do you think?
Hello, sir.
Ma'a salama.
The carpet seller had an impressive collection. It was the pattern. I'd seen that pattern somewhere recently.
Hello, sir.
Does this matchbook mean anything to you?
Ah, give to me, give to me. Allah mut.
Okay, wasn't expecting that.
Many beneficent greetings, my most fortunate possible friend.
Huh? Do I know you, mister?
No, no. And again I say, no. But, my friend, do you not see our mutual good fortune?
How frank do you want me to be?
You are a traveler, yes.
Boy, you must be the world's greatest detective.
No, I am told that is Sherlock Holmes of the big forehead and slipper full of shag. I, as contrast, am world's greatest luxury taxi driver.
I can see where this is going.
I am Ultar, taxi driver and luxury guide per excellent. Yes.
This I had to hear.
Where does your heart? Simply mention the name to your obedient servant, and we shall fly there, swift as the eagle.
Oh.
Is good. You know where you want to go, you come to Ultar.
Thanks. See you around, Ultar.
Be having a pleasant day, full of shining experiences and happiness, my friend.
I hadn't felt a need to spit since I was 12. Hi. Nice club you've got here. I was wondering if you could help me. What? I mean, I beg your pardon? I'm sorry, but I don't understand.
No surprise there, all righty. He says sorry, but he not speak English.
But he didn't...
He not have tongue.
No tongue? What happened?
Okay.
It was bet.
And he lost.
He won. You should see other chappie. Oh.
Okay.
Damn, the door's locked. I'm sorry?
He say you not to go in toilet. Read sign, matey.
Matey?
It.
By staring hard at the notice and squinting, I discovered I couldn't understand a word of it.
Well, let's speak to him.
Hello again, old...
Praise be.
What do you think of this plaster?
Not much there. Not enough to make tasteful garden gnome, for example.
How about a really small garden gnome?
Ultar not think so.
Have you seen this man before?
Oh, most certainly. Was here only yesterday.
Here? Yesterday? My God, he's close.
Yes, he was asking lot of questions, just like you.
What did he ask about?
He asked about American called Stubby.
Stobart?
Yes, Stobart.
The killer knew my name. What else did he ask him?
He asked about German man called Klobner.
I tried to remember the name of the man the conspiracy had lost in Syria. Was his name Klausner?
Sure, that is what Ultar said. Klausner. I told this man in the picture, Klausner wanted to go up to Bull...
Hold on, he wanted to go...
Bull's Head, big hill, 10 mile out of...
When was that?
Oh, maybe a week ago.
Okay,
see you around, Ultar. The stand had kebabs dangling from the... as a market.
I speak to the boy again.
Hi, Nijo.
Hello again.
That's not a very friendly cat you got there.
No, sir. It is a very unfriendly cat.
Why do you keep it?
Oh, it's not mine. It just rests where it pleases. And today it pleases to rest there. As Kipling would say, it is a cat that walks by itself.
Fiercely independent.
And it smells.
I met an interesting guy.
Ah, that's a barbaric sort of chap.
Oh, he's not that.
You know how he speaks in pidgin English? That's how he speaks in Arabic too.
What do you know about that couple?
Oh, they're American.
Is that all?
The chap's a little odd. As for the lady, it's a funny thing. But I get the impression she's a lot cleverer than she's letting on.
Okay.
Who's the guy selling the kebab?
Oh, that's Arto. A miserable blighter to be sure, sir.
He doesn't seem very happy.
He never is. Day in, day out, a face like a wet Wednesday. Whatever one of those is.
Does he speak any English?
Not cogently, no.
Is that your father lurking in the back?
He is indeed. A roaring...
You don't sound like you respect...
Don't I? For all his bluster, we get on very well.
Seriously, do you really think this thing's so...
Take it away, you...
So long, Nijo.
Toodle peep, sir.
Okay. I am gonna leave it there, I think, for this afternoon. I'm gonna save it here. Save it on my backup. Oh, 59%, not bad. But yeah, I'm gonna love you and leave you there for today, guys. Only a short one this afternoon, but I will be back from 7:30 PM. Gonna be playing some Assassin's Creed Odyssey. But I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I shall see you all in a bit. Bye.